Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Noles will kick this away to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting they thought with certain formations they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff to the right side. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Let's go!
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
691, Gator spot. Alert, alert. Belly stunner.
He hands it off from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's field. The returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Same tailback, another carry. Powers through. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Back to throw. It's Cromenhoek. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The back's got it. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and
fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
It's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And the quarterback keeps it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Collins. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Fresh set of downs, first and goal.
Come on, set.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. Linebacker shifting around now. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Here's the option play. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Looks like the defense has it. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
Boy, it's not every day we get to see those big defensive linemen put their track shoes on after a fumble recovery. You could tell he pushed his body all the way to the limit. Look at him. His hands are on his hips after that big run. Get him some oxygen.
Here comes a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. A quick throw out left, complete.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll run the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the back now goes in motion. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And that's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And he's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First and 10 now for the offense. They'll try the option play here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the wideout goes in motion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Noles begin a new series here, first and 10. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Noles. This quarterback on fire today. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Second down after that previous play. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Collins. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, LSU. Early fireworks from both offenses.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He's got it inside the 15. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Tackle at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. See what the call is on 1st and 10. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Kromenhoek. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time?
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Here we go.
They look to throw it here on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And he runs it into the end zone. And those 2 points will tie the football game. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick completion to the tight end. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was his.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Touchdown, Florida State. And they go in front here in the second half. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Florida State, 35. LSU, 28.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They'll run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Running it back, it's Gibson. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end this athletic? I mean, this guy lays out and comes down with a huge catch, showing you how athletic he is and what soft hands he has.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal. the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 35, LSU 28.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. It's an option look. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Boy, this quarterback already has 2 touchdowns in this game, doing a great job of running the option. If I'm this defense coordinator, making some tweaks to have to account for the quarterback in the run game.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. We tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it 2nd down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Look out, he's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty.